Hey guys, we decided that let's go to work today. I was already feeling somehow. You know, it's serious.
Hello, Superman. I really don't want to recount that memory. And I said, hey baby. I was like, can you kiss me? Some cannot even go out in a day and you don't meet one abnormal person. Let me just go from point A to point B. I encounter a mental person.
With the way I was dressed, because can't you see?
What's hey baby? People don't have focus.
He said, I swear to God, I will not disturb.
Let me know.
Definitely this uncle is insecure. Should I keep my baby? I mean,
the
why would you
hospital
do
for
something like that?
carelessness. You sued the hospital for
Our
carelessness.
baby's not supposed to have like tags or something. Yes, plenty
Run that
money.
hospital down. There's no one like you.
No one like
You accept me back in Jesus' name.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Niceness and Gentility podcast. It's Niceness speaking here.
And this is Gentility.
So today we're just going to be treating a few questions that we got. But before that, we'll just say a little about how our week has been. So, how far with your own week?
How was your week? My week was like the same as yours. Go to church, go to work, come back home, repeat the process all over again. Even though our week has been the same day in, day out, I think every time we go to work or every time we're coming back, there's always one very funny or spectacular, not spectacular, but one very, very funny thing that is always happening.
Yes.
Like each time, it's either maybe we enter a cab drivers are fighting, they almost want to eat themselves, or cab drivers and passengers almost want to fight themselves, stuff like that. Then I think one happened, with the guy and you in the cab.
Oh, okay. See, JJ meal or JJ us, we decided that let's go to work today. And then we just entered. I think we were even late. We were slightly late that day. And then we sat down. The thing is, immediately we entered the cab, I don't know, I just felt somehow about the guy. And when we first entered, I think for like the first 5 minutes, everything was going fine. So in my mind, I was like, it was just me. That I was just thinking like that. So I just realized that the uncle now took his hand that was comfortably on his lap before. He decided to put it behind me.
Serious.
Behind the headrest, he put it behind me. I was already feeling somehow, because why would you, when we are not even sitting tight, because on the norms the cab is always tight, but this time around, like, it wasn't really tight, so somehow free. I was already wondering why this guy was doing like this. I was like, he now turned to me. I was already, oh my God, no, don't say anything. The day is already going perfectly fine. Don't do anything. And then the guy was like, fine girl, how are you? I did not reply, because one thing about me is that I don't like things like that. Just the way you know that this person is definitely not going to be a serious person. Now. So immediately he said something like that. I was like, it's serious. Immediately just said that. I was just like, whoa, this one is not even serious. So I didn't say anything. I played numb. So like, it was still because I was already expecting something like that. So it was just the same expression. I didn't do as if I heard anything. I think at some point he probably would have thought that maybe I was not hearing him. So he said it again.
The audacity.
Yes. So because I didn't reply, he started using his knee to push mine, and I was actually pissed at that point. So I just said only one sentence. Can you please stop that? That was the only thing I said. And then it was just like, sorry. He just said sorry and stopped. Okay. I think like the next 2 minutes, it was supposed to get down. So he started looking for money that I did not lose. I knew he was going to say something else again. So it was when he wanted to give the cab driver, I think he said something like, "She 150 lekwe." Cab driver was like, "She got a grilling." Yeah, like she started to do this, this assay.
Yeah.
So and then he was not twisting money in his hand, like as he wanted me to see what was in his hand. I remember I was like, bro. And before that, There was a time that we passed somewhere that was hilly.
Bumpy,
Yes, that was bumpy. So, because he was beside me, I could not laugh freely.
Then the thing is, I don't know what's wrong with the car's alignment or the wheel.
Yeah,
You started be bumping like...
So, and you were laughing beside me, but I couldn't. I had to put it aside, but this stuff was funny. So, and I didn't want him to feel like we were making jest of him. Do you get?
Yeah.
So I was trying so hard to hide it. But the second time this stuff happened, I was just like, what? What's my business? I just laughed freely. So after that one happened, when he was still trying to twist money, he now said that he would have paid my money.
Really?
Yes. It was like he would have paid my cab fare, but because I did not answer him, that I will not pay.
Yeah.
But I didn't even bother replying because what was the point?
So did that mean that if you did not pay your cab fee,
I wouldn't have been able to sort myself out.
Little Superman.
Because it was really summer, and the thing is, it's probably maybe something he has already used for another girl, and the girl was maybe elated to something like that.
Yeah.
I think you also said you had an experience with a bike man or so.
I really don't want to recount that memory.
Oh, you have to, eh?
Okay, so I was on a bike, right? I was going somewhere. Then this bike man the first sped in front of us, like he was already going. Then he turned and he saw me. Then he reduced his speed. Then he now said,
Papa is so fine, girl.
He now said, hey baby. I was like, who is this? The person that was carrying me was just like, Esha Madalo. Like, don't mind him. The one that came back again said, hey baby. I was like, can you give me your number? I was like, who is this one? I was just using side eye to look at him. Like, are you okay? He came back again. He was like, can you kiss me?
Can you imagine?
He's like, can you kiss me? He now started doing like all this, all these faces. I was like, God.
So disgusting.
Someone cannot even go out in a day and you not meet one abnormal person in this country.
There are sometimes that you'll be like, the normal people are no more than 5, stuff like that. So it's like every day you're going out, you're already like, okay, what's the new thing that is going to happen today?
There's always like something you always anticipate, because something but not every time, but something will always happen.
It will always happen.
Just like the other day at the car, I said that the man and his girlfriend, that he started insulting her. Who would have thought that innocent or day afternoon, that something like that will happen?
He just decided to go out though, and then
this one time I was just going my own me. Well, let me just go from point A to point B. I encounter a mental person.
Actually, someone like that though, I don't know how you felt, but I probably would have felt very uncomfortable for him to be doing something like that.
I was uncomfortable, but not really, because it's not like a first time thing. No, it's not something.
It's not. I understand.
Apart from that, like I think 1 in every, I don't know, 10 in every 100 people. I don't know like statistics, but people can easily relate to something like that happening to them. It's a very common occurrence.
Yes. Although most times, the only time I see it happen to people are maybe when they are dressed indecently.
Yeah.
It's just like this day that we're coming back from work, and this lady though, she was dressed indecently. She was wearing a bomb short and this top shirt. So they were talking about the bike men by the roadside. They were talking about her. It's very obvious that in that type of situation they probably would have called her, something like that. So sometimes I feel like maybe that's why they can just feel like calling anybody. The way, like, since one lady would respond to them, maybe that's how
they feel like
others would listen. Yeah. So
I think people need to put people in their places when things like that happen. Like, I feel like if I wasn't on bike, I could have said maybe stop that or something. But
maybe. But some people can actually be somehow with it. Even after saying stop it, they still, because I've experienced something like that the person followed me. I had to enter a crowded place for the person to stop, because it was already like the person was harassing me. It was already like that, and I was already feeling very uncomfortable. I don't know. It happens majorly to ladies.
I think it might happen to guys, but I don't have that. I don't have that knowledge. But I feel like I know the ones that happen to ladies. Like, even personally,
Mm-hmm.
Not to talk of other people that have had, those kind of countless experiences like that. And honestly, as funny as it sounds, it's not very.
It's not a good thing.
It's not very nice.
It's not nice. It's not nice at all. Because this guy that sat beside me, I could not get angry because I didn't know the type of person he was.
Yeah.
I was firm with my voice was firm, but still I didn't make it in a way that okay, are you okay or something, something like that. But I just had to be very firm with it for him to know that okay, this person you're talking to is not even with the way I was dressed. Because can't you see? It was actually somehow, but I can't really say he's a bad guy. I can't say that, but he could have done better, much better. Yes. If he had said it in a nicer way, something, just say it in a nicer way. I would have answered, because this is not the first time, and I've replied people before in cabs. People have to do better. If you want to, should we say, toast a girl, if you want to do something like that, you're meeting her for a first time.
Learn. Like, don't just say that. Hey babe, what's hey babe?
What's the mean? Do I know you from somewhere that you're already calling me babe?
I get your number. Can you kiss me?
You remember this man that I saw when we were coming from work? I got down from a bike. I ran to meet you. I said, oh, that he had to get down because of you.
You reminded me again. Hey,
he had to get down because of you.
People don't have focus. People don't focus on what you are going
He
to.
said, I swear to God, I will not disturb you in any way.
Disturb you in any way. Just give me your number.
Just give me your number. This guy was legit going in a different direction. He told the bike man to stop. Just to speak to my fine friend.
I beg.
I mean, that
the way it was serious,
I was shocked. I couldn't even, like, I wanted him to talk because I was just like, wow, how amazing.
It was just like, if you don't give me your number, I'm not leaving here.
Are you serious?
I think that was
okay. That was what it was. Yeah, what it was trying, what it was showing.
It delayed the bike man just to come and collect number. I was like,
It's even the part that he said, I swear to God, I will not disturb you. When he sent a message, no. He said story of his life.
He said story of his life. He said biography. He said, it's just like all this, when we say that talking stage, like just send everything. Let's just send our favorite things. Let's know it on PDF so that we know that we don't have to waste time.
That's legit what
he did. He sent me where I'm from, where I was born, date of birth, my favorite color, my favorite food. He said this is everything about me, so in case you want to know anything else, just let me know.
He does not want to waste time. Like, he's going straight into let's get married.
I was like, this kind of audacity is nice, but please, what's the meaning of all this rubbish?
So, did you actually expect that he would just sit down and start reading it like you now have work to do?
And I was like, okay, my favorite food is this, my favorite color is this, I was born here, my date of birth, I'm from this state. Let's enter Cinderella.
It can be quite annoying sometimes, but you can laugh about it. But it's actually...
Well, so you just shake your head and be like, let me know.
My life.
That's my life.
My life. Also, that's just a little out of how it has been and all that. We have other stories, but that's where we are going to stop because we still have a few questions to treat. So moving to the first one.
So these questions, like, we just saw them and we're like, no, this is something we have to talk about. Mm-hmm. Because as funny as somehow it might sound, it's just very things that, like, people don't know a lot of things, right? And the things they don't know, they post on the internet. And it might seem very, very and it might seem very, very stupid to someone that has more experience, but to that person, it's something they genuinely don't know. Yeah. So we just saw discussions like, no, like, we just have to say it. Like,
although there are sometimes that I feel like some people cook up questions just to post, because sometimes they actually sound ridiculous. But because there are some questions that I've seen and I'm like, I don't even know how to reply this because it's somehow, or let's just see.
So the first question is, my husband doesn't like me leaving the house to see my friends and family. He limits my access to money and always monitors my phone calls, messages and emails. What can I do about it?
Wait, that husband man is reminding me of this cheeky song. What's the song again? Oh, why are you going to? Why you coming
He's
back?
insecure, yes. He's insecure. He's
When you're
possessive.
smiling, not the same way. When you smile at me, not the same way. I mean, what's the reason?
What's the thought process?
Yeah, definitely this uncle is insecure because I don't know any other thing that is wrong with the person.
He's possessive. He's a jealous person.
Jealousy is disturbing his uncle.
Yes.
So, and I know you would have seen it. This person would have noticed it when they in their dating process or their talking stage or whatever it was. So,
but they're already married now, and so she's looking for a way forward.
She marriage is supposed to be
for life. Honestly,
till death do your part.
I don't know.
Well, I think personally, I just feel like they should just sit down and discuss it.
Yes, then she should also like tell him like how she feels about it. Yeah, she should be she should be firm about her opinion on the matter. She tell him that I don't like you.
Firm, you think?
I mean, she should just.
It depends on the man. It depends on the type of person it is.
Yeah.
If it's a man that is intellectually sound, he should understand what she's trying to say, where she's coming from.
But the thing is, if he was intellectually sound, he won't do this kind of rubbish.
You can't say.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't say. The best thing is just to sit him down, discuss it, tell him how you feel. Although we can say for ladies, it's easy for us to say how we feel, but guys don't. I feel like they don't really understand that part. They don't understand that part. So that's why it's just good to get married to someone that will we want to listen to things that you have to say and know that. So the best thing is just to discuss it. I don't see any other option. Well, you can go and meet your. I hope this person is a Christian. I can meet your spiritual leader too on what to do. Sometimes they listen more when you speak to like a mentor to them, and the person speaks to them from another angle, another perspective. So that's also why it's good to marry someone that is the same as you. You get it
in terms of values and spirituality.
Yes, something like that. That's our own opinion. The next question: if I were accidentally given the wrong baby at the hospital and raised the baby for 9 years, before finding out the child was not biologically mine, should I keep my baby or get back my biological baby? Well, me though, personally, I feel the mother of a child is not necessarily the one who gave birth. It's not about the one that raised the child. So you're still the mother.
Yeah, I mean, if you say you want to get back your biological child, the one you raised,
you will not discard the child.
Or you put the child, or we say the child is no more yours. Like this. What will you even do with the child? You say, okay, I want to give it back to your original mother. You now start raising your own biological child from 9 years, or what? The child is still your child. Although
if you can do, I'll just say that you should just take care of both.
Yeah, you'll be present. Like, of course, you cannot discard. You cannot throw away your biological child that you gave birth to, your own flesh and blood, right? So you'd be in the biological child's life.
Yes, especially if the child is well taken care of.
Yeah, you establish your presence that okay, I'm the one who gave birth to you, but then I have another child too. That child of 9 years is still your child. You treated the child like
you've treated
you gave birth.
Yes, I feel like you people should have a connection.
You breastfed the baby, like you raised the baby from being an infant to like being a child, a 9 years old child. Yeah, so you can't. What will you put down?
Where will you put the child? I think that's what I'm saying, that if you have the capacity, or if you feel like your biological child is not being taken care of or is not well fed or anything, you can then bring the child to yourself. If you are financially capable and you feel like okay, you are emotionally stable too, you can take care of both children. But then having both children too could cause lots of controversy, because like sometimes one of each could think maybe you are treating the other better
than the other.
You get.
And then apart from that, the babies were exchanged. So where your original child went is where your child that you raised for 9 years
probably.
So there might be an exchange, right? Or better still, you just still keep. I think you should still keep the child, but the biological parents should be involved in the
raising
lives.
Yes. I seriously, I feel like they should just discuss it, the biological parents and all that, and then when the children are old enough to understand, maybe from like 15 to 18 years or so, can just let them know. Let them know and let them make the choice. At that point they can already make the choice by themselves. So
then sue the hospital. Yes.
I mean, why would you do something like that?
You sue the hospital for carelessness.
Are babies not supposed to have like tags or something? Yes, plenty.
Run that hospital down.
Because
if they can do it for one person, they can definitely do it for another.
It means they've been doing this for a lot of people.
Imagine people.
It's not good though. That is
you not be asking yourself.
That's why I said if the woman is emotionally, we don't even know where. This question looks like is the woman. That's why I'm saying that if she knows that she's emotionally stable to raise both, because it could cost a lot for cost a lot of.
The next question is, why do exes come back months or even years later wanting to give things another try when they refuse to work things out at the time of the breakup when it mattered?
I don't know. Probably because they saw you as a better option after checking out the other.
Maybe they saw that,
this person is doing much
so
better.
I've seen so many places. I've been to London, I've been to America,
all
I've been to
over the
Nigeria,
world,
I've been to South Africa. But all over, there's no one like you.
No one like you.
Yeah. So I came back to you. Accept me back in Jesus' name.
Just they play. This person, I feel like, I'm seeing two sides of this thing. So that the person is jealous, or I feel like you're still the best option after testing the waters. After testing the waters, you're still the best. Spirit lead you. Well, personally, I feel the reason you guys broke up in the first place will probably be the reason you people will break up again. It's something that someone has to think deeply about.
Although there are cases where they broke up, then they came back together and they eventually got married.
That's if they sorted they worked it out.
They are coming back or they are reuniting, depends like what caused the breakup initially.
So if it was a serious thing, like cheating. It means that one will probably, because there is a 90% possibility
that individual can come back 5 years later and say that I'm a changed person. I will not cheat on you. I'm no more a cheater. I'm an elephant. I will not cheat on you again.
Well, I can't say, but there is a high probability that it will happen again. So all in all, just pray, because now I'm a Christian. Prayer is never taken. Pray about it.
Yes.
Is that even what they said? The question is why they come back. I don't know why. I'm not the person, so
I'm not
the blind. The only thing I know is that the reason they came back why they left in the first place determines if the person should stay also.
Yeah.
And make your decision. Don't make it based on the fact that they come back. Make it based on the best thing for yourself. Okay, choose yourself first.
#self-love.
Moving on. My son punched a bully in his face at school today. And his teacher made writing an apology letter his homework assignment. If I tell the teacher is not doing it, am I wrong? Well, speaking from a legal perspective, I think that technically your child is at fault.
Your child will be arrested for battery and assault. Yes, battery and assault because he punched a child. But the bully to be arrested for provocation. Yes. The bully is a provocator that can make one do and undo.
Yes. He has made your child to share.
I think this parent is in a place of pain and anger.
Why would you? My child was bullied. I am still telling my child to write apology letter.
normally the right thing to do is for the child to actually apologize. Because in as much as you were hurt or offended or bullied, you still
it was violent.
It might be justified though, but it is wrong.
Even if it was even normally, from what I've heard, self-defense shouldn't be, if you are going to be defensive, you shouldn't like use a greater weapon that has been more than the one that was used against you. So this person just bullied the child, but then your own son went ahead to punch the child in the face.
Yeah, then I hope the teacher did not only face the child that punched the bully.
Yes, I hope the bully too
is the bully and his parents. The bully too should apologize for bullying, because bullying is a very bad thing. Honestly,
it's not good.
The effect it has on some children lasts years.
A lifetime.
It lasts years. So I think bullies should be discouraged. Then they should also be punished. But that doesn't mean that the child that punched the bully shouldn't also apologize.
Yeah, the child should apologize, because punching is being violent.
Yes.
What if it was worse than that? And the bully initially, I don't think the bully punched the child, except maybe even if the bully punched first, the fact that the child punched back still requires apology.
But from both parties. But it just looks greater because it was the child that drew the first punch.
It looks like from the look. It looks like the child punched first. So that's it. My fiancé got his co-worker pregnant. My fiancé got his co-worker prego. Our wedding is in 2 months, and everything is paid for. He says he still loves me.
Yeah.
And that he made the mistake. What should you do?
Do you know that the process of getting someone pregnant is not a straight line?
It's not a straight.
You first of all think of the person like,
you will
I like this person. You did not know you made a mistake.
You didn't.
You will meet the person in an undisclosed location, disclosed location. You will think about it's not a mistake. You will do what you want to do that will make the person get pregnant.
You will do
That's the mistake.
That's the mistake.
That's the mistake.
Oh, okay.
So the prayer.
So
of that
now
mistake,
the person is already pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
What would they not do about the baby?
What would they do about the person carrying the baby? The person will not turn to baby mama.
This auntie is asking what she should do. So it's already obvious from this thing now. Why will you go ahead with the marriage?
And if you are thinking because everything is paid for,
money will not buy you peace, because at the end of the day, this thing will not. There won't be. There cannot
it's
be.
Easier to break a wedding.
It's not cost, but there cannot be peace in that house.
Yeah, it's easier to break a wedding than to break a marriage. So think about it very well.
Better.
This money that you want, that they paid for, you can easily get it back. But your dignity, your peace, your joy, can you get it back?
Oh, can you?
You just be filled with bad memories. So just leave this man to go and meet his true love. His true love is his baby mama. Because what kind of silly mistake is that? Okay, if you get married now and baby mama should give birth, where will you now put the baby mama?
He didn't say that it was a mistake. He said he still loves her. And that he made a mistake.
He said he still loves you. Thank you for your love. But
he made a mistake.
He loved me. He made a mistake. What kind of mistake? That's not love.
How amazing.
That's not love.
That's not. Well, we can't say maybe his own definition of love, or he still loves her. But my sister, don't. Let me just be plain with it.
You did not do mistake. You did not do mistake to wear protection.
Don't go ahead with your marriage. Don't. This is like because it's actually a very serious issue too. The wedding is in 2 months. You even still have plenty time. The wedding is in 2 months, so you can still collect your money before. What's the point now? Collect your money back. Everything. No, wait. They not say that she was not paid for it too. Everything is paid.
She just said everything is paid for.
Collect the money back and live your life. Not refundable. Hey, you will leave.
It's better.
You will leave now.
It's money. The money can be painful, but please.
The money can be so because of money like this, you will not ruin your whole life. How are you sure that when this one he has already gotten a co-worker, so obviously maybe he was already seeing that person every time. Well, and then he got the person pregnant. What if they not get married though, and then he gets another co-worker pregnant? That's just it. Just like we said the other time, there's every probability that what has happened before you got married will probably
And I
happen
think this is even a safety net. Like, assuming he didn't get the person pregnant before he got married,
you won't even know that he was even doing
that
something
kind of
like
person.
that.
Who knows what will happen after you get pregnant? My bad. After you get married. Yeah.
Oh girl, this person should actually think deeply about it. Person should think deeply about it. I know what's best for her. Because at the end of the day, if anything happens, it's all going to be on her head.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that wants to be peaceful. Is she even trying to say that they should get rid of the child? It's not like they can get rid of the child anyway. So I think it's funny how in all these things it's still the child I'm thinking about. But that's just it. You have to consider the child has to be, except maybe the lady has a miscarriage, but that one is not really sure like that. So
there's already another life.
There's a life involved. So except you want to get married and be taking care of someone else's child and still be living with that same man that could make another mistake,
you'll not be sharing your husband between you and his baby mama.
Loving does not guarantee.
Yeah, because if they don't get married legally, you're supposed to provide child support.
Support, yes. So if our own child still comes in, do not be this thing is messed
kind
up.
of training to have on your family.
It's messed up.
So I think you should rethink.
She should even be happy that they've not even gotten married.
It's just 2 months.
2 months.
Forget
about the embarrassment and all that. Please. The cocoa of everything is that you should just choose your peace of mind. That's all.
Whether you break the marriage before the 2 months, people will talk. But even if you get married and people hear about that your husband got another person pregnant, people will still talk. People will
always talk. People will always talk. So what's the point? People always talk. Just choose. Select your peace of mind, please. I beg. That's something I have to say about it. Shock.
That's all. Close that topic.
Yes. So those are the questions we are
able to treat today.
I don't know if you also have things to say about it. So so if you have other opinions.
Yeah.
Or maybe you feel like we didn't go as deep as you wanted, or you feel like maybe we didn't really hit the nail on the head, you are free to send messages. You are free. We treated some questions that we got. So, and I hope you were blessed, because that's what we are looking forward to. I hope you were blessed with these few points of ours.
Yes.
See you in the next episode.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed this episode.
For questions or comments, you can reach us via the email on our bio. Don't forget to share and follow.
You can also click on the notification button to get notified each time we post new episodes. We hope you have a great week. Peace out.